Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? My voice is back. At least for the moment. Fingers crossed it stays that way. So I thought I would come on and continue with what we're going to do with these little masterboards. Sorry, apparently my voice is back, my brain is gone. The little masterboards we made in a previous video. Yesterday I made some just simple journal cards out of them, and today I brought along some more pieces of them and thought I'd just make simple little booklets out of them. All I've done so far is I have covered the inside or the other side of the little masterboard with just some old newspaper clippings. They're probably not that old, but they're actually reproductions of very old newspaper clippings. But anyway, I did that because I had them lying in my little scraps box, so I thought, there we go, there's something that can be done with those. So anyway, this is what we have. I am just gonna, I have sewed around the edges as well, just because, yeah, not these ones in particular. These ones are actually made out of a paperback book cover, but a lot of the time they're made out of my glue pages, and my glue pages, as you know, are not perfectly well stuck down, so sewing around the edges just secures everything nicely for me. So I did that anyway because I'm in the habit of doing it really more than anything. So I am going to just simply fold these in half. You can make them any size you like. I've just gone with what I had. This one was twice this size. I've just cut it in half in the direction that I wanted to make my little book. Now, it's likely when you do this you're going to damage your little spine. As you can see, it's cracked a bit. I'm not worried about that. I'll probably just stick a piece of fabric over that, or lace or something, at a later date if I so desire. But yeah, this is just a little something you can do with your masterboards if you happen to want some little journals inside your journals, little notebooks to put in your handbag or pocket, or yeah, tuck into your laptop bag to take notes. So I just thought I would knock up a couple of these. Now you can secure your little signature inside these in any way you wish. You can pop your pages in and sew down it. Yeah, just pop your pages in across like so, and then sew down the middle. You can staple them in, or you can just do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and stitch them in that way. It's entirely up to you, whichever way suits you most. I do all three. I have done all three. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I haven't even decided what I'm doing today. So I just wanted to get something done, and I wanted to be able to talk while I did it, which is always a bonus. So there we go. There's 4 little books, essentially. So yeah, these were all reproductions of 1833 to 1857 newspapers. So yeah, some interesting things to read there, to be honest. They're all newspapers from the WA colony. So yeah, I found it quite entertaining to read little bits and pieces as I went. Now, I haven't even organised any pages for this. I literally walked upstairs and thought, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. So bear with me while I scrabble through my box of junk here. See if I've got anything available. That's actually not a bad size. Bit of shopping bag. A lot of papers over here, but a lot of them are office papers, so I don't like to use those so much because they have office stuff. Some more shopping bag. That's right, I do have some papers in front of me, but I like to use my scraps whenever possible, as do we all. Another bit of shopping bag. There's a lot of shopping bag in here, clearly. With some other paper bag. Oh, look, here's a little bit of calligraphy paper. Seem to have the mother load of shopping bags in here. Anyway, we'll call it that for shopping bags. One's a bit too small. Worry about that. Now, obviously this is not the most fabulous paper in the world to be using because it has print on one side, but I'm not really that worried about it, and if I really want to, I can come along and decorate the pages at a later date. Just cover up those bits and pieces of text from the paper bag. I'm going to be a little tall. So I hope you've all been well. As you know, I have not been well, but nothing dramatic, just a bit of a cold, I think. Wasn't COVID, tested myself. So, but yes, I did walk around with a face mask on for a while just to make everybody else feel a lot more comfortable about me being there when I had to go out. I didn't go out very often because, well, I don't go out very often. It's just what I'm like, and you know, I don't want to make everybody else uncomfortable when I'm not well. So, but I did go out this morning. I had to go out and get some medicine for my little dog's ears. She gets sore ears a lot, so we ran out of medicine the other night, much to her thrill and my horror. She was like, yes, you can't do this to me anymore. Little does she know I went out specifically today to get more medicine for her, so I'm sure she will be terribly ungrateful. As I would be too if somebody sat on me and put drops in my ears and rubbed my head. I don't think I would enjoy that either, no matter how well-meaning they were. So yeah. I tell her she's lucky I love her so much. If I didn't love her, I wouldn't do it. She probably just wishes I didn't love her so much. It's been very, very cold here. Australian, very, very cold. I know people in the Northern Hemisphere will just be laughing at me. Don't know what it's like, don't know how cold is, yada yada yada, but for me it's been cold. It's been reaching the double digits during the day, but that's about all I can say for it. It's for Australia it's particularly cold right at the moment, particularly for Western Australia. And it has been raining quite a bit, but today is beautiful. Well, a beautiful day. It's freezing, but it's a lovely day. So I'm not going to complain about it. I've been outside and fed my birds and given them clean sand baths, so they're very happy with me. Belly's full of food and somewhere to have a little bath. So yeah, they're very excited about life in general. Oh look, I've got some scraps of very colourful paper. I'm going to put those in these two colourful ones. That's what I'm going to do. These were all scraps gifted to me by somebody, and yeah, they'll go nicely in there. I've got some of these pages which can go in both different sets, but we'll worry about the little coloured ones first. These are very bright pieces of paper. Can't imagine what I would use these for if it wasn't for this. Now I could fold the pages back and all the rest of it, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to tear them off at a length that suits me today. Probably do several at a time. They're virtually the same size. So I spent a few days down south helping my parents out. We go down quite regularly. Either in groups or separately, my siblings and I, to help them out a bit. They live independently still, and yeah, sometimes things just build up and need to get done, save them having to do it. So that's where I got sick because it's very cold down there, colder than it is here. In fact, so yeah, caught myself a bit of a cold, bit of a cough. Get some bits of paper off my desk. Again, these are all political papers from a notepad, so there is a bit of text on the bottom. I'm tearing the top off because it just makes it the right size, but yeah, there is text on the other side, so again that can be covered up pretty easily. Okie dokie. Let's see how we're going for pages. What else can I put in here just quickly while I'm busy tearing apart paper? Oh, it's a little bit of graph paper. Pretty close. That'll do. Here we are. Anything else floating around begging to be put in here? I have some magazine stands up in front of me here that I just tuck random papers in when I have leftovers of this and that. Oh, look, there's a couple more of these little pink ones. Let's use those up. Here's where beetroot died. That's why they're pink. They weren't pink to start with. It was not a pink kind of guy, I don't think. Mr. Randall. Who knows? Maybe he liked pink. In any case, they're now pink because I beetroot dyed them. I had an old beetroot in my garden. Dug it up and boiled it with a pile of paper. So nothing goes to waste here. Right, let's just tuck a few of these together, see what we have. Let's do 3, 4, 5, 6 is a good number. How does it feel? It feels pretty good in there. 6. We'll leave it at 6 and add more if we can, if we want to. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There we go. There's 6 pages in each of them. I'll probably pop another page in if I'm willing to use one of those coloured ones, but what I might do is swap out one of the duller ones for a more coloured one. I can put something different in one of these. None of this is necessary, of course. You can use whatever paper you have on hand. I'm just being fiddly because I can now. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, I might just sew up the spine of these just because it's simple and quick. So I will toddle off and do that, and then I will be back to show you basically the finished product. You can decorate the front of these. I mean, I would probably pop something on the front of one of these, like this young lady. She looks pretty good on there. Pop a bit of something underneath her and ink her up a bit, and it's just a cute little notebook. So anyway, I'll go and sew them. I'll be back very shortly. Okie dokie, I'm back. Got some fabric with me. This is really nice and grungy. It's got a pattern on it, but I like the other side as well. It's gone through a batch dye with some of my papers, so it's one of the pieces of fabric I've used as a tie for my bundle. So right, well, we have here our little books. I've simply sewn straight down the middle, nice wide straight stitch, and yeah, they're all little booklets now. I bought the fabric back because I want to just put it across the spine here, just to tidy things up, because it does get a little ratty looking. Sometimes little bits of paper lift, other times, you know, it cracks a little. So yeah, and I bought this because I thought, well, one, it's really nice and grungy, and two, I liked both sides of it, and I thought, well, for these ones maybe I can use this side, or I just use this side. For the others I'll just use the plain side. So I'll decide what I'm going to do with those ones in a second. These ones I'm definitely using the plain side, so they're easy. We'll do those straight away. So yeah, this is another super simple, super quick little project you can do with your masterboards. This is actually the end of the masterboards that we did together the other day. But rest assured, I have many others. I have a box full of masterboards because, yeah, like everybody else, I tend to make them and then just stash them away somewhere and forget that I have them. So, well, it's not like I forget, I just don't have any use for them a lot of the time immediately, and then, yeah, once they're away, I tend to gravitate towards other things that are closer at hand. So that's the problem with being tidy. Not that I am saying I'm in any way tidy. Anybody who's seen my craft room would beg to differ that I am tidy. But yeah, that is the problem with tidying up. If you happen to get around to it once in a while, you often put things away and then they don't see the light of day again for quite some time, till you stumble across them and go, oh, that's right, I have that. In fact, I made that, or I bought that for something specific. And yeah, it happens to all of us, I think. And it's not just the craft room either. It's out of sight, out of mind sometimes when you pop things away. You just forget you've got them. Okay. Well, there's our little booklet made. Like I say, you can do a little bit of decorating on the inside if you so desire. And cover up these bits of text and advertisement from the bags and all the rest of it. But essentially, yeah, there she is. She's ready to decorate up and then pop into a journal, or just toss into your laptop bag or your purse or whatever you like. So you can just take the odd little note. And the beautiful thing is that, you know, it took you 10 seconds. It's handmade. It's quite cute. You give them as little giveaways and gifts and whatnot to people. And it's yours. You know, I don't know. I just like the idea of whipping this out in class to take a few notes rather than, you know, textbook that everybody else has got. Maybe I'm just a little weird, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to finish putting a little spine cover on each of these. Oh, that one's a nice yellowy piece. I'll use that, yeah, the batch dyeing comes through all sorts of colours. You just never quite know what you're going to get because it's colour transfer from other fabrics and papers and stuff in the batch. So yeah, it's always a treat to see what the fabric's going to end up like, because, you know, when you get it out of the batch dye, it's generally, you know, fairly black. You can see some sort of colours, but it's basically grey black. It's not very attractive at all, which I also don't mind. I mean, you know, I'm into grunge, so that's not an issue, but when it dries you often get these, you know, beautiful colours. This would have been a colour that came out of a old telecom envelope, I'm betting you, that yellow. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Get all sorts of grungy stuff happening. But there won't be any more batch dyeing now, not until summer. Too cold. One, I don't want to get wet, and secondly, my papers will never dry. Not at, you know, maximum of sort of 12 degrees in the daytime. There's no way my papers are going to dry, especially in the rainy weather. So it all waits till summer now, because of course I'm in the southern hemisphere. I know you guys in the northern hemisphere are having your summer. I'm in the depths of winter in Australia. Which is nothing. Oh dear. Now I hear about the temperatures in America and, you know, in Europe and Canada, and I'm like, oh heavens to Murgatroyd, how do people live like that? It sounds like a terrible time, frankly. You know, we don't get snow here. It's in Western Australia, we don't get snow anywhere. But I have travelled to see snow, and yeah, it's all very lovely and romantic when you don't have to live in it, I suppose. I can't imagine having to shovel my driveway or shovel my car out to get to work every day. That would be a nightmare. But it's very beautiful to go along and have a look at it and play in it, and you think how lovely it would be if we had snow. And no, it would probably be very awful, but I'll just continue to have snow on my holidays, I think. So if I need some cool weather, I'll escape from the Australian summer and go and see snow in the Northern Hemisphere. You guys seem to do it well. You all seem to do it well. There we go. Those of you who are Australian probably recognise this pattern, actually. Yeah, Cuddle Pot and Snuggle Pie, I think their names are. It's a very Australian children's book from long ago. I think we've all come across it at some stage in our lives. To be honest with you, they kind of creep me out. I know they're a mainstay of a lot of people's childhood, but yeah, for whatever reason, they have never appealed to me as a child. They gave me the willies. So I don't look back on them fondly. Not that they gave me any major trauma, but yeah, I just didn't like them. I didn't think they were cute at all. I thought they were just creepy. So, yeah. No disrespect to the wonderful author who came up with the fabulous idea. I mean, it's a great idea. It's a very cute sort of concept, but yeah, just not my cup of tea. But it does make a nice grungy piece of fabric. Right guys, there we go, there we have them, 4 little notepads, notebooks, little gifts, journal inclusions, something to tuck into a big pocket, whatever you would like. Like I say, you can stamp on them, you can glue things to them, you can decorate them up any way you like, but essentially that's them. That's how I'm going to leave them for the moment. If and when I go to use them I decide they needed a little bit more, then a little bit more they shall have at that stage. So anyway, again, 2 completely different looks, exactly the same concept. So cute, like them. Alright guys, thanks for coming along. I'm very pleased to be back talking again. And I will see you again next time. Bye.